Namaste, yogis. Welcome to Yoga at Home with Melissa. I'm really happy that you've joined me today. In this session, we're going to be doing a Crescent Moon Flow. If you'd like, you could go ahead and grab a block for this class. If you don't have a block, that's fine. You could use a hard-covered, pretty thick book, or a pillow will work just as fine. Also, you may want to grab a strap. A tie or a belt will work also just as well. So as always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work for you, and just try to have some fun. We're going to begin in child's pose on your mat. Bring your knees wide, your toes come together to touch, and you rest your hips back on your heels. Reach your arms long in front of you, forehead on the mat. Arms are heavy. And just take a moment to start to turn your attention inward. Start with a deep inhale through your nose and a loud sigh out of your mouth. And then come into your Ujjayi breathing. In and out of your nose as the lips stay gently closed. I'm breathing loud enough that you can hear yourself. Start to pull your belly up and in towards your spine. And if you like to do that little rock with your head side to side, feel free to go ahead and do that. And then start to crawl your hands forward as you press your hips back. Spread your fingers wide and roll up hands and knees. Press back, downward facing dog. And take a moment or two to walk your dog. Gently moving your hips from side to side. Maybe you shake your head out. When you're ready, rise up to the balls of your feet and rock your body forward, high push-up. Press forward to stretch out your wrists. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together to touch. Lift the right leg, bend the knee, peel the hip open. And if it feels good to circle your ankle and spread your toes, go ahead and do that. And then return that foot to the mat. Same thing, left side, lift it long, bend it, reach it high, circling and breathing. And then return that foot to the mat. Rise up to the balls of your feet and bend your knees. Look at the space between your hands. Step or walk to the front of your mat. And we fold forward. You could take a ragdoll, opposite hand, opposite elbow. You could allow your arms just to dangle if that felt better. Your knees can be bent a lot here. And start to find a little sway side to side. And maybe you start to straighten your legs. As you relax your neck, drop your head. Keep breathing. And then release your hands to the mat, heel toe your feet together to touch. And stand, swing your arms out and up. Right hand grabs the left wrist, reach up and go over to the right side, lengthening your body. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, come back to center, switch sides. Root down, but reach up and go over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, release back to center. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Knuckles to the heel, heart and gaze to the ceiling, bending back. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, slowly fold forward, long spine, all the way down, nose to your knees, arms over your head. You could shake your head out here a little bit. Keep breathing. And then bring your hands to the mat, halfway lift. Step back, Chaturanga Dandasana, high push-up. Lower halfway, low push-up. Come onto the tops of your feet. Lift your heart, look up, inhale, exhale, curl the toes and press back, down dog. Take a moment or two, walk it out, shake it out. Stay connected, hear your breath. Rise to the balls of the feet and bend the knees. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise. This time, hands shoulder width distance apart. Squat low into a chair pose. Deep inhale. Exhale, fold, nose to knees, halfway lift. Step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana once again. High push-up, low push-up, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. This time your right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Look at the space between your hands. Step that foot between your hands. We set up a high lunge. Make sure all 10 toes are pointed straight ahead. Back heel is lifted up off of the mat. You rise up. Soften as you exhale. Make cactus arms start to go back, start to look behind you. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, come forward, frame the front foot, straighten the leg and fold, nose to your knee. And then step the left foot forward next to the right. Inhale, rise. Hands touch, bend back, come to center, swan dive, nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. Chaturanga Dandasana, high push-up, low push-up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog, step it through. High lunge on the left, inhale, rise up. Exhale, soften, sinking. Cactus arms, open up, look behind you, inhale. Exhale, come forward, frame the front foot, straighten the leg and fold, nose to your knee. Step the right foot forward next to the left. Inhale, rise. Hands touch overhead, bend back. And then swan dive all the way down, nose to knees. Halfway lift. Now this time I want you to bring the hands to the mat and squat down, balancing on your toes, right? Coming into toes pose. And you can balance here using your fingertips on the mat to help you. If you're feeling pretty stable, you can come on up and bring your hands to your heart. Find a spot in front of you to rest your drishti. Hear your breathing. Just giving yourself an opportunity to stretch out your feet, widening your toes. And then when you're ready, you bring your hands to the mat. You're going to straighten your legs. You're going to kick the right leg back. And then you're going to bring the feet back together to touch. And you're going to come back into that toes pose. We're going to do this 8 times. Here we go. Straighten the legs. Kick it back. Together. Squat. That's 1. Kick it back. Together. 2. Keep going. 3. 4. Make sure you're breathing. 5. 6. 7, 8, kick it back, step that foot to the back edge of your mat, and once again, set up a high lunge. Take your time. Widen your feet if you feel wobbly. Gentle tuck through the pelvis and you soften. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Let's take a deep inhale and a sigh. And then you're going to make cactus arms and bend back, open your heart. And as you exhale, you're going to come forward and your forearms are going to touch. Inhale, exhale, that's 1, 2, we're going to do 8 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent job. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Keep the shoulders soft. From here, we're going to do a standing leg raise back into a lunge. Here we go. Standing leg raise, lunge. Standing leg raise, lunge. That's 2, 3, keep going, yes you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, last one. 8, pause, reach your fingers to the ceiling, soften and sink. Drishti is set. Standing leg raise into airplane. Here we go. Standing leg raise, swim it back, airplane. Standing leg raise, airplane. Keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there. 7, 8, stand at the front of your mat. Fold forward, nose to knees. Squat it down, toes pose. Staying on the tips of your fingers or coming up. Hands to your heart. Drishti is set. This is your resting period here. Okay, you ready? We're going to do the left side. Hands to the mat. Straighten the legs. Kick the left leg back. Feet together. Toes pose. Straighten. Kick it back. Together. Squat. Keep going. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I forgot 8. We step it back. Woo! Don't you hate when a yoga teacher can't count? Inhale, relax here. Widen your feet if you feel wobbly. Tuck your pelvis in sync, just soften here. When you're ready, we do those cactus arms bending back. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, come forward, forearms touch, bring it back. Forward, that's 2, keep going. 3, 4, 5, yes you can. 6, 7, 8. Arms reach to the ceiling, root into that front foot. Standing leg raise into lunge. Kick it back. Here we go, 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent job. Hands reach to the ceiling, soften. Drishti is set. Standing leg raise to airplane. Yes, you can. Let's do this. Standing leg raise, airplane. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Halfway. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stand. Fold, nose to knees. Halfway lift, toes pose. Hands to your heart. Core is engaged. Hands to the mat, straighten the legs, fold forward. Halfway lift. Step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana, high push-up to low push-up, up dog to down dog. And then come on down to your hands and your knees and give yourself a couple cow cats. So the shoulders and the wrists are in one line, the knees and the hips are in one line. Inhale, lift your tail and your shoulders, gazing up. Exhale, arch the back. Whoo, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And we're just going to do one more here today. Inhale. Exhale. And then come to a neutral spine. And we're going to do this thread the needle flow. So reach your right arm up to the ceiling and then pull your arm underneath your torso. But don't allow the shoulder to hit the mat. Inhale, reach up and come through. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and smooth. 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop your shoulder, drop your cheek. Move the knees back a little bit and just soften and relax here. You could close your eyes. Always returning to the sound of the Ujjayi breathing, keeping that as your anchor for you to stay solid in your practice. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, come back up to all fours, and we'll do the same thing on the left side. Lift the arm up and pull it through. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pull it through. Drop the shoulder. Relax. Find a space that feels good. The breath keeps you centered in your body. Helps to keep your mind focused on your practice. That's why we keep coming back to the breath. And then when you're ready, come back up to all fours. And then come down to your forearms. And then this time you're going to interlace the fingers. You're going to bring the elbows about the width of your shoulders. And then I want you to just straighten your legs and kick back into a low plank, lengthening the pelvis. If you need to, drop your knees to the mat at any time. There's absolutely no worries. Calm, deep breathing here. We stay connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now lift your hips up high and walk your feet as close to your face as you can. Bring your toes together to touch and rise up to the balls of your feet. This is our dolphin. Breathing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Step back, low plank. Yes, you can. Stay with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are strong. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Lift your hips. Walk your feet a little closer. Toes come together to touch. And this time, maybe you lift the right leg. Yes, you can. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the leg. Lift the left leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step to the back edge of your mat. Low plank. Last one. Last one. Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Drop the hips, flatten the feet. Take a deep inhale. Sigh. And then relax. One ear to the mat, arms long at your sides, palms turn up. Close your eyes. Pick up a shoulder and roll it down your back. Pick up the opposite shoulder, roll that down your back. Connect. Once again, Ujjayi breathing, mindful breathing. When you're ready, you could go ahead and flip your head, other ear to the mat. Keep breathing. And then turn your chin to face the mat. Turn the palms of your hands down to face the floor. And then lift your head, neck, and shoulders. And when you know what you're doing, make sure you keep your chin tucked and your neck parallel to the mat. When you're ready, you could go ahead and lift those legs. If the low back's sensitive, keep the legs on the mat. Go ahead and lift your arms. And then today we're going to reach the arms in front of you. Thumbs up, pinkies down. And then we're gonna swim. So I want you to lift the right arm in the left leg and then lower. Left arm, right leg, lower. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swim back. Drop an ear and just settle it in. Inhaling. Bend your knees and start to windshield wiper your legs side to side. Legs go long, chin to the mat, hands next to your shoulders. Slowly start to roll up, lifting everything off the mat except for the tops of the feet and the hands. Pressing the belly forward, looking up. Inhale. Exhale, curl the toes and press back. Down dog. Maybe you flatten the heels, maybe you don't. Everybody lift the hips up and press them back. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, drop to your knees, cross your ankles, and find a seat in the center of your mat. You're sitting up really tall. Your feet and hands are parallel. And you're just going to slowly, one vertebrae at a time, start to unroll until you're completely flat on your back. Bring your arms along at your sides, palms of the hands face up. Close your eyes. You can take a minute to wiggle around and get comfortable here. You're going to take a deep inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, hold your breath. Hold it. Let it go out of your mouth, big sigh. I'm going to count to 5, and I invite you to inhale as I count. Through your nose, lips are gently closed. Here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, hold your breath. Exhale slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue a few more times on your own. Staying calm and connected to the stillness that you've just created. Gently opening your eyes. Bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat, setting up for bridge pose. Your longest finger can touch the backs of the heels if that works in your body. If not, don't worry about it. Pressing down into your heels, slowly lift your hips, rolling up nice and gentle here, one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the top, you can keep your arms long or scoot your shoulders in a little bit and interlace your fingers. Press down and lift up as high as you can. Keep breathing here. Press down, lift up a little bit higher. If the hands are interlaced, release them. Starting at the very top of your spine, slowly unroll. Take your time. And then when you land, today we're going to grab underneath our knees and roll up to your sits bones for a boat pose. So you're sitting as tall as you can. And you can stay just like this. If it feels okay, you could extend the arms out long and you're free to stay like this. If you want to add a little flow, you straighten the legs and lean back. And then bend the knees and come up. That's 1, 2, 3, keep breathing, 4, 5, 6, yes you can, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now straighten your legs and lift your chest. Straighten and lift. Yes, you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab underneath your knees and roll back. Drop your feet to the mat. Keep your arms long at your sides. And in this session, we're going to do hip lifts. So lift your hips up as high as you can. Squeeze your glutes and then lower hips to the mat. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 4, keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keep going. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We're almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop your hips to the mat. Grab underneath your knees, boat pose. Last one, make this one count. Staying or extending the arms. Staying or leaning back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Legs long, lift your chest. Lift, breathe, shaking is good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab underneath your knees and roll back. Drop your feet to the mat. Measure it off. Roll the hips up. Bridge pose. Last one. Arms stay long or you interlace the fingers. You could lift the heels or not. You could lift the right leg, point the toes to the ceiling. Breathing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop it. Lifting the left leg. Yes, you can. Stay with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop it. Last time. Press down, lift up as high as you can. Releasing the hands if they're interlaced. And as slow as you possibly can, unroll. 1 vertebrae at a time. It should feel really good in your body. When the hips land, the heels follow. Now, if you'd like, you widen the feet as wide as your mat and you knock your knees together. Or you bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Knees open wide. One hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And a sigh out of your mouth. Come back to that calm, deep Ujjayi breathing. Recreate that stillness that you created earlier. Using your breath. You're welcome to count, inhaling and exhaling for 5. You're welcome to introduce a personal mantra if you're working on something. My mantra suggestion for this session is, I shine like the sun, I glow like the moon, I am divine light. I shine like the sun, I glow like the moon, I am divine light. I shine like the sun, I glow like the moon, I am divine light. So if you feel like you need to spend a couple more minutes here in this Supta Baddha Konasana, feel free. You can always stop the video and finish it up later. If you're ready to move on, gently open your eyes. Hug your thighs together, pulling your knees gently into your chest, and you can rock side to side. Make little circles one direction and then the other. And then drop your feet to the mat and find your block or your pillow or your book, whatever you're going to use, and pick your hips up and place the block underneath your sacrum. So underneath your hips, and it can be the flattest, it could be medium, it could even be the highest. You decide what feels better in your body. In my case, I'm going to go for the medium. And just to pause here for a moment. Put your arms along at your sides. If you want, you could go ahead and straighten your legs and see how that feels in your body. And then you always come back to your breathing. So reconnect, Ujjayi breathing, nice and calm. When you're ready, I'd like you to start to lift your legs up towards the ceiling, coming into a supported shoulder stand. Staying calm and connected here. If this feels really good in your body, stay. If you'd like to come into a full shoulder stand, you could drop your feet to the mat and remove the block. And then lift the hips up, rolling up, bringing your hands to your low back. If there's any pain, pinching, tightness in your neck, come out of this immediately. And you start to maybe bring the elbows a little closer together. You start to press the hips towards your face, and you start to press your feet to the wall behind you. You just breathe here, nice and calm. If you're on the block, feel free to just stay there. If you're in shoulder stand and you'd like to come into plow, drop your legs over your head. If your toes don't touch, that's fine. Keep your hands at your low back for support. If the toes touch, you can bring your arms long on the mat. You could press your heels away from you, stretching out the legs, stretching out the low back. If you're on the block, again, just soften and relax. Everybody's focusing on the deep Ujjayi breathing. And then when you're ready, you could bend your knees, a knee on either ear here for a deaf man. You can keep your arms long on the mat. You could give yourself a little back massage. You could even wrap your arms around your legs. Keep breathing. Very slowly, bring your arms long on your mat, palms down, pressing the hands into the mat for support. Slow as you can, one vertebrae at a time, unroll. Nice and easy here. When your hips touch the mat, see if you can straighten your legs and just slowly use your core to lower yourself all the way down. If you're on the block, just lift your hips up and place the block off to the side. Reach your arms over your head, point your toes, get really long, take a deep inhale. And then hug your knees back into your chest, and you can rock side to side, make little circles, one direction and then the other, massage out the low back. And then from here, find your strap and just bring it nearby, and then come into a happy baby. Right, so when you're happy baby, your knees and your ankles are in one line. You're pressing the tailbone down into the mat. You can grab the outsides of the feet or the insides of your feet. And you could rock side to side if that felt good. Just keep breathing. And then keeping a hold of your right foot, let your left leg go long on the mat. If you have a strap and you're going to use it, grab your strap, wrap it around your right foot, and your right hand is going to grab the strap, and your left arm is going to come out long like a T. And then when you're ready, you could go ahead and straighten that right leg, pressing the heel to the ceiling as you plug the hip into the mat. Just be here breathing for a moment or two. And then when you're ready, just gently start to bring that leg out to the right side. Calm, relaxed breathing. Maybe the gaze turns to the left. You could even close your eyes. And let's explore here. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And a sigh out of your mouth. And as you sigh, see if you can just allow that leg to drop closer to the mat. Just by relaxing. And then very gently, you're going to bring that leg back up to center. And then you're going to switch hands. So the left hand's going to grab the strap, or if you're just grabbing the foot, you can just grab the foot. And the right arm comes out to the right side, palm down. And then slowly, very slowly, you just start to bring that leg across. Keeping your shoulders on the mat. Keep your breathing calm and connected here. And then slowly come back to center. Remove the strap. Come back into that half happy baby. Bring the left leg up, full happy baby. Be here for just one inhale. And as you exhale, release the right leg. Find the strap, wrap it around the left foot. Left hand grabs the strap, right arm out to the side. And when you're ready, go ahead and straighten that leg. Stay connected to your breathing. Hear it. It's mindful and it's free. Plugging the hip into the mat as you press the heel towards the sky. When you're ready, start to extend that leg out to the left. Maybe you turn your gaze to the right. Keep breathing. And then gently bring that leg back to center. And And this time, the right hand is going to grab the strap or the foot. The left arm's going to come out, palm down. And then very gently, you're going to bring that leg across your torso to the right, keeping the shoulder glued to the mat, breathing here. Sending your breath to soften wherever you feel the most intensity, the deeper stretch in your body. Just try to soften those muscles. And then very slowly come back up. Bend your knee. Remove the strap. Full happy baby here. Pressing the tailbone into the mat. Pulling the knees into the shoulders. You could sway side to side if that felt good. And if your body feels stretched out enough and you want to straighten your legs and take a straddle stretch, go ahead and do that. Wherever you are, you're breathing calmly here, mindfully. And then bend your knees, hug them into your chest, rock side to side. Again, you can make little circles. And then we're going to rock and roll. So you hug the knees into the chest and you rock head to tail, massage out the spine a little bit, and come on up to a seat. Coming into a double-legged extension, your legs are long in front of you. Toes are pointing towards your face. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, get long. Take a deep inhale, and with a long spine, fold forward. If you'd like, you can use your strap. Wrap your strap around your feet to get you a little closer. Otherwise, you're gazing at your toes. You're reaching the forehead to the toes. You inhale to lengthen. Exhale, drop your chest and your belly. Do it again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Just hold here. Noticing that the more you soften and relax, the deeper you go into these postures. And then keep a hold of your feet, but just sit up a little bit. And then your right hand is going to grab your left foot, and you're going to start to reach that left arm behind you as you lift the left leg up off the mat. Sitting tall, press the left shoulder back. Maybe you can gaze behind you, and then see if you can sit a little taller. See if you can lift that leg a little higher. Keep breathing, you've got this. And then slowly you lower the leg and bring the left arm around. Left hand grabs the right foot. You slowly start to lift that leg, reach the right arm back. Sitting tall, press your shoulder back. Gaze to your right thumb, keep breathing. Can you sit taller? And then slowly come back to center. Bring your hands a couple inches beyond your hips. Fingers are pointing towards your toes. And then bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat. So we're going to come into a tabletop here. Press down into your feet and lift your hips up. But we're going to do a little flow here. So I want you to drop your hips to the mat and then lift them up. That's 1, lower and lift, 2, lower, lift, 3. Keep going as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there. 8, 9, 10. Keep the hips lifted. If the neck's sensitive, keep the head up. Otherwise, drop the head. Yes, you can. You got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lift as high as you can. Excellent job. Drop the hips to the mat. Legs are long. Toes touch and point. Sit on your fingertips. Roll back onto your elbows for fish pose. Drop your head. Close your eyes. We do a lion's breath. Take a deep inhale. Stick out your tongue and roar. Again, inhale. Last one. Excellent job. Release the elbows. Lay flat down on your back. Bring your arms out like a T. Once again, palms down. Bend your knees. And then this time I want you to widen your feet so the outside edges of your feet line up with the outside edges of your mat. And then I want you to just windshield wiper your knees side to side. Just a couple times, nice and smooth and easy. Staying connected to your Ujjayi breathing. Staying connected to your body, to your practice. And the next time you come over to the right, I want you to drop your knees to the right. You can pick up the right foot and place it on top of the left knee if that feels okay. Otherwise, you remove it. And if it's okay on your neck, you turn your gaze to the left, close your eyes. Ujjayi breathing, hear it, calm and free here. If you'd like, turn the palms of your hands up to face the ceiling. You could lift the left arm and reach across, touching your right hand, and then gliding the hand back across your chest, opening it up. If you'd like to do it a second time, feel free. Bringing it back, opening up. And then remove that foot from the knee. Realign your feet, outside edges of the feet, outside edges of the mat. And then again, windshield wiper your knees side to side. Nice and easy. And the next time you come over to the left, drop it. Picking up the left foot and placing it on the right knee. If that doesn't feel good, you remove it, no big deal. Gaze to the right. Keep breathing. Turning the palms up to face the ceiling if they're not. Lifting the right arm and reaching across, hands touch. And then gliding the right hand back, opening up, just noticing how that feels. If it felt good, feel free to do it again. Gracefully, beautifully gliding it open. Gently remove the foot from the knee. Bring the knees and the hips back to center. Hug your knees into your chest, rocking side to side, making those knee circles. Should feel really good on your low back. Pause for a moment, hug your knees into your chest. We end every session with a moment of gratitude. So think of just one thing that you're grateful for right now. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, find Shavasana. So take your time to get comfortable here. Wiggle around. If you have an eye pillow or an eye towel and you like to cover your eyes, feel free to go ahead and do that. You can rock your head left to right. You can wiggle your feet side to side. Arms long at your sides, palms turn up. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, and hold your breath. Hold it at the top. Let it go. Eyes and lips stay gently closed. Bring your awareness to your toes. balls of your feet, your arches and your heels, and all those tiny bones in your feet. Feel them relax. Your ankles relax. Your shins and your calves sink into the mat. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs and your thigh bones just melt. Feel your hips, glutes, pelvis, all of your internal organs sink into the floor. Feel your entire spinal column, one vertebrae at a time, slowly sink into the mat, all the way up your spine. Your shoulders and your angel bones relax. Your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart quietly beats in your chest. All of the muscles in your back melt. Feel your shoulders, your collarbone, your angel bones relax. Feel your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart quietly beats in your chest. Biceps, triceps relax. Elbows, forearms relax. Wrists, all 10 fingers, those tiny bones in your hands, even your fingernails relax. Your neck is relaxed. Your chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, and lips relax. Ears, cheeks, and nose relax. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyebrows relax. Forehead, scalp, and brain. Your entire body is relaxed. I invite you to stay just as you are in your deep meditation for a few more minutes, longer if you can. in Louisville, at the corner of 4th and Walnut, in the center of the shopping district, I was suddenly overwhelmed with the realization that I loved all of these people, and that they were mine and I theirs, that we could not be alien to one another, even though we were total strangers. It was like waking from a dream of separateness. This sense of liberation from an illusionary difference was such a relief and such a joy to me that I almost laughed out loud. If only everyone could realize this. But it cannot be explained. There is no way of telling people that they are all walking around shining like the sun. It was as if I suddenly saw the secret beauty of their hearts, the core of their reality. If only they could all see themselves as they really are. If only we could see each other that way all the time. There would be no more war, no more hatred, no more cruelty, no more greed. I shine like the sun, I glow like the moon, I am divine light. When you're ready, you could start to reach your arms over your head and stretch out. You could hug your knees into your chest and roll over to a side. And when you're ready, there's absolutely no rush. Just slowly and gently come on up to a seat. We'll bring our hands to our heart. We seal the practice with the sound of unity, 1-0. Take a deep inhale. Bring your thumbs to your forehead. The light and truth in me honors and sees the light and truth in you. Namaste. Thank you once again for joining me for this session. If you like the class, don't forget to press subscribe. You can leave comments, suggestions. I'm open to anything. I hope to see you next time.